Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Otter gang. Looks like Bitcoin is pushing back here, and we have Ethereum absolutely melting faces. Trade setups given in advance. Okay, looking at the Bitcoin price action, giving you a top-down analysis. Yes, I'm on vacation. However, we still show up for you guys here every single day. So looking at Bitcoin here, a little bit of a blow off top candle on the daily. We'll get into that. Let's look at the 3-day first and foremost here. And we can simply see that we have continued to push here. We got a day and a bit to go on this. So let's be patient on that 3-day. But looking over here at the daily has printed a red dot since coming in here and really showing us that, hey, we're breaking out here, but we might have to retest a little bit of these lows here, and we have done so sufficiently where we were actually looking here in the video I gave you guys the other day. So if you're not subscribed, you should definitely think about it, because you might get all these key levels in advance in helping you guys navigate these charts. So we did have a nice bounce off of here, but I am concerned a little bit about this big blow off top here with the shooting star candle. We'll see if it does want to continue, but let's be patient here and let's let price materialize. Now, there is something that we were looking at last night, okay, and for me that's England, so that was last night for you guys, and it was bedtime for me because I'm 5 hours ahead. However, I'm getting you this update and it's 3 in the morning for you guys, and now it's mid-afternoon almost here. So we continue to do it. We'll just keep trying to coordinate it around the time zones that make most sense for all y'all waking up now over there in North America, or all my beautiful British fans, or all my beautiful Aussie fans who are like, they're like astronomically in the future. But that's okay. I've lived in both. I understand. We got to get this information out to you guys. So looking here on the 12-hour. Now, this is where the hopium begins, okay? The hopium. I'm going to give you some hopium today because you know what? Why not? We have VWAP crossing over to the upside. The beautiful bullish push here, continuing upwards, resetting here, okay? So this is what I like to see on the stochastics here, getting down like near the 0 line and really pushing back. That is a good sign here. Now, the 8-hour money flow, looking really good. Okay, we have a nice doji kind of candle in here and pushing back up, leading to a retracement here. Now, when we zoom out, okay, with our extension levels, we have only hit the basic B word of extension levels. Okay, we've hit our 272. We want to go to 1618. Okay, this is our $130,000 level. Okay, that's going to be the most interesting area, in my opinion. It's getting up to 130 and then maybe forming some sort of range. However, we're getting closer and closer and closer to putting in the top, in my opinion. How high will we go? Who knows? But this is amateur hour right now. We got to keep going, okay? And we can see things like Bitcoin dominance dropping, which is incredible. Okay, we love watching the dominance drop. I really want to see it lose like 63.5% here, right below these lows here. That would give me a little bit of, that extra hopium, because we do see ETH is ripping to the upside, okay? If we look at ETH, it is absolutely blowing and melting faces. So he continues to push. Rotation, right? All that good stuff is bound to happen. Going into our hopium. Now, this is what we were talking about yesterday in our Discord, okay? We said 4-hour trigger wave showing signs of life, 40-minute till candle closes. We were looking at that. We were looking at this in the Discord. If you aren't part of the Discord, I mean, you got to get over here. We got 5 traders just absolutely spoon feeding. We're going to get the biggest spoon. When I move, I'm going to buy a wooden spoon so big that I can reach it through my camera and absolutely give you all the goodies for free, just like we tend to do on the live stream. So come over to the Discord, hang out, the most beautiful family in all of crypto. Breaking news, we were on it. We know, they didn't pass the vote, and they're going to vote on the vote again on the bill and crypto, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I'll show you the news. We're going to look at the charts, okay? So the 4-hour trigger wave printing, okay? Confirmed. We were looking at it down here. It's already up 1.5%. Can it push back? We hope so, okay? We're going to come into some resistance here at 119,000. Okay, this is a mouthful now, guys. I don't know if we're going to trade. We're going to have to trade Ethereum just because Bitcoin's too big of a number to say every single time we're giving a key level. But we're going to come into some resistance at 119,000. Okay, that's going to be the area for us to get above. Otherwise, we're range bound. So we're looking at this 4-hour trigger wave pushing to the upside, looking for that continuation here. How high can we go? Well, you guys heard it. 130,000, 132, I think is the full extension. But that's kind of where we're looking at. We look at some key levels. Yeah, 131,800. That's where we're looking. Okay, let's get up there. Big alarm. Take profits. All that stuff. If you are in trades, congratulations. Looking for this thing to push, though. Now, what resistance are we going to head into this morning? Well, we have the value area high, an order block, and a Fibonacci level right in our face here. Okay, so we have this area marked out on our chart. Okay, because we have a whole bunch of stuff in our way. So this is going to be the really, like, let's blast through this thing and let's get going. If we can do that sufficiently, we can get going. Okay. Now, we were aware yesterday that we did get some chop. Okay, so the chop is something that is not always easy to navigate. But right now, they're trying to wreck leverage, right? There's leverage in the market, and they don't want to give this guy a free ride to the upside. Come on, guys. We know better than that, right? And then they're going to sit you here and get you in positions that you're uncomfortable with. And they're going to sit you here and sit you here until they whoop and then scoop, okay? So be aware of not necessarily the manipulation, but the way the market is going to behave in these types of environments, okay? That's so important. Is like, okay, the narrative is we're going to the moon. Everybody's getting a little euphoric. ETH is going up. We're looking for altcoins to follow. Bitcoin needs to continue as well, okay? Bitcoin needs to find its height. And I don't think we're going to, it's not Alexo Crypto. It's not a $118,000 short dude, okay? Bitcoin is like a 6'7", Kobe Bryant dunking on people, okay? It's got to get up there, and then it's got to cool off. So I think it's still got some legs to go, but it's going to shake as the environment, sentiment, narrative. All those things are so important in a situation. It allows you to hold your trades longer. It helps with your mindset, and it really allows you to make, guess what, more money. Okay, so these are the things we want to look for, okay? However, if we do roll over, now I said to you guys the other video, I don't think we're coming down to 110, but we could easily come to 113.3. Easily. That could be the sweep. That could be the last, hurrah. That could be the one that gets you. You get all excited, and then you get the, whoop, no bill. Never mind. Psych. Here we go. Okay? Developing a range. Developing a flag. Chopping sideways here. And then eventually going to Valhalla. Okay? Let's be patient here. Let's not get over excited. Let price come to you. Going into Ethereum. Ethereum's breaking out, looking strong. NASDAQ rolling over, coming back. It's very range bound right now. It had a little bit of a nice push, but very range bound now. A lot of tariff stuff still lingering, but still making higher highs and higher lows. The SPY looking strong as well, continuing to rip to the upside. A little bit more range bound lately. Okay, be aware of these things. The dollar continues to push back. It's pushing back. Let's just add some because I'm not here. Let's add another 10 USDT to the swear jar just because I'm on holiday, so I'm trying to get it to you guys. Dollars pushing back gives us more area to fall. Now, the interesting one I like is Total 3 right now. Total 3 on the daily is breaking this high. Now, we called the breakout down in here when we broke this trend line and pushed. However, we are closing candles above this high here, suggesting any sort of retracement is to be bought up for potentially altcoins, okay? We see the leaders going in the market. We have Ethereum, we have SUI, we have SEI doing actually really well. Where we're giving constant trade setups for these things, trying to get our group, our beautiful Otter gang, fed well. And I think we're eating like kings lately. We've been catching the Pengu move. We've been catching. Look at this Pengu move. My God, it doesn't stop. Virtual. I mean, we're prepared, right? So you should be prepared. Join the free Discord. Links down below. Come over and say hi. And then maybe consider joining the premium Discord. We have links down below if you want to trade alongside us. Good deals on Bitunix, BloFin, and BYDFI. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And guess what? Here's a tune. If you stayed this long, let me know if you stayed this long. Bye.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves. Data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof. A building portfolio's taking well over exceptional gain. I'm chopping this game. So participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate. Get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden.